It's all about frequency. So what this priest would do, he would get himself ready, all right, and basically burn the incense and create a certain type of frequency. And then there was also worship involved. What is worship? It's sound. What is sound? Sound is light. Sound is frequency. Even as a musician, I know that my words contain light, right? Not just vibration. It's a vibration, a wave. Remember again? Quantum physics. So they would do this like worship kind of thing and, do their little, blah, 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 whatever. And then they had a breastplate, which was called the Umen and the Therman, okay, which had 9 stones. I think it had 9 stones, different crystals in this breastplate. And when you see pictures of the ancient Hebrew priests, you will see this, right? All of it was instructed by the presence of, Yod He Vav He, Yahweh, okay? Actually, it's not Yahweh, it's Yod He Vav He, right? That's his name, okay? That's the Father. And then what they would do, they would stand, and there was this amazing, and you can do this actually, I do this at home, right? It's a powerful prayer where I go like that. The priest would stand like that, right? And that was kind of a symbol that he would make with his hand. And he would stand in this direction and then he would turn into the other direction in accordance with the faces of the cherubim and the faces of the Father, right? Which is lion, ox, eagle, man, because God doesn't look like we look, like this, all right? He can if he wants to. He can look like us, but he can transform himself, and appear as an old beggar if he wants to. But over there, he is an unbelievable being. You would freak out if you saw that, right? So what the priest would do, he would go, Yod. And then he would turn around like this into the next direction, go, Hey. The frequency. And then he would turn this way and he would go, Vav. And then, hey. Even when I'm doing this, I can feel what's happening out there. Stuff happens when you do this. Listen, I prayed like this over my son when he was in great danger. Whatever spiritual crap that was around Cheyenne, it was removed. And I believe some of the reasons why I came under such terrible, had such gruesome experiences in my journey of life, Justin, I think it is because I carried some of that revelation within, and there was something that wanted to completely destroy me and stop me from talking about this. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not the only person. There's lots of just millions who understand this. And so he would do this, and you know what would happen? Suddenly, there was a frequency created where the priest could walk through this veil. There was a reason why the veil had to be there, believe me. But he could walk through it, not open it. He was able to walk like he's walking through a wall. Right? Come on, if people in witchcraft can do that in Africa, you think of a Hebrew priest? A priest couldn't do that? When the presence of the Creator is so much more powerful than the dark side. He walked through. And then on the other side, he would meet with the Father. Because what would happen? Yahweh would come stepping out and he would sit on this ark. He would actually sit with him and speak with him. And I tell you, man, stuff would happen. This is why when David, right, he could never be defeated. When the ark was with him, right, they knew when the ark was with him, right, when he would go into war or when there were some nations like, like the Philistines and all these type of guys, right, when they would fight against him, he would always win, okay, because the ark was here, right? There was a frequency with the ark, which means you've already won the battle. You don't even have to worry about it, right? At one point, the ark got stolen, and the Philistines stole it. And I think it was the Philistines that stole it, but basically, because it was in the wrong hands, all kinds of horrendous things began to happen, right? People started breaking out in boils, started getting sick, started dropping dead. And they begged David to take it back. They said, take the thing away from us, man. This is not, it's not working for us, right? And so David got the ark back, right? But the ark is do you realize, and I know that's hard to believe. I found it hard to believe when I heard it, but I can guarantee you right now, if you would contact, you know, when people say, where's the Ark of the Covenant? Oh, it's you must have heard stories like that. It's in Ethiopia. It's like somewhere here, somewhere there. It was found years ago by a man called Ryan Wyatt, who found it under the Garden Tomb in Jerusalem. And as we are speaking, it is with the Israeli government. They have the ark. They have it. I guarantee you they have it, right? And it's there, but of course it's not made public. You know, Ryan Wyatt, you can listen to a lot of stuff of his also on YouTube, because he filmed when he excavated it, when he found it. This was somewhere in the 80s, I think it was. And he died, sadly, but he was so awestruck because he was given specific instructions where to find it. In a set of dreams, in a set of just direction that was given him.
What's his name again?
Ryan Wyatt.
W-Y-A-T-T.
R-Y-A-N. And then W-Y-A-T-T, I think it is. But yeah, very special man. And you could see, it was like he was struck. He got special permission from the Israeli government to excavate it.